What I say, what in the name of Greg Davies are you doing, boy? Smashing everything to pieces like you're rampaging through Tokyo. Don't you see there's a table right there, son? Get a plate and napkin and learn some table manners.
Skrrr, I'm Master Sewer Emperor Dittman Rat. Actually, I'm the Task Rat. And also evil super criminal and musician and gamer and mad scientist and all-around rat of all trades, and this is Taskmaster Series 17. It's the finale. I am wearing my regal, stunning crown of solid cheese, which of course our 5 competitors have been desperately vying to win. But none of them will, because it's mine. It's my crown. They get no crown. They'll just have to settle for Greg's golden head thing that you can't even wear anywhere. So what are you going to do with it? And it's gold. It's solid gold. That's heavy. What are you going to do? You're going to break your coffee table if you try to set it down too hard. It's a bad prize. So yeah, my crown's better. But besides that, there is an elephant in the room. Or at least there was an elephant in the room until it saw me. And then it ran away scared because elephants are scared of rodents. But Series 18 of Taskmaster is it's already coming out. As I record this, there's already 2 episodes out. So I do not have time to continue recording and editing full reactions. So let's figure out what I'm going to do instead for Series 18. I already discussed this a bit last episode, so we'll do this rapid fire. But I'll tell you the options, and you tell me in the comments what you think I should do, and maybe I'll listen. There's a few things still in regards to this series. Like there's one outtakes video left. The final one I have not watched yet because it's the final one, and it probably contains spoilers for the finale, which I haven't watched. But that's usually a Ratreon only thing where I react to that. But I'm thinking of doing it for free. And I might be able to put the whole thing on YouTube, since it's not a real episode. Maybe. I don't know yet. I'm thinking copyright and stuff. If I can't do that, then I will put it on Ratreon, like I said, for free. So that's one thing about Series 17. Also, for Series 16, I posted a top 5 Sword to top 10 tasks video. Well, it was task reactions, not tasks, really. So it's just the ones that I thought that I engaged with best. So I'd like to do something similar for Series 17. And I could also make it free on Ratreon, although that one definitely won't go on YouTube. And I also want to do a stat review for both of these 2 series. So some sort of review video, and I'll compare my scores with Greg's to see where the most egregious differences are, and why my scores were right and his were wrong. Then, Series 18. So I am still going to watch the episodes, and I'm going to score the episodes. I just am not going to do that live, but I will do some sort of recap video after the fact. I'm going to say every 2 episodes, but there's already 2 episodes out, so we'll see about timing there. But I am definitely going to do something for Series 18. So I wasn't really clear on this, but yeah, I will be doing Series 18. But the question is, do I do the Series 17 outtakes also, or do I do the top tasks video, or do I do the stats video? Or do I try to do all of them and it's just going to take forever? Which ones do you want to see? Tell me, and maybe it will have some bearing on what I actually do. Maybe not. I don't know yet. Now, let's talk about the finale. there was going to be no extra segment today for Patreon supporters. Although they're still getting this finale episode earlier than everyone else, and they're getting the full version, not just the highlights and extra segments here and there for stuff. So if you're into that stuff, you might want to go to patreon.com/ratofalltrades. But if you're not interested, or even whatever, let's talk. So at this point, I'm going to assume that everyone watching has seen all the previous episodes of this series, which means there's no question who's gonna win. I'm pretty sure I haven't had it spoiled specifically, but I've seen things that suggest the winner will be John Robbins. Which, hey, he's amazing. He's amazing at Taskmaster. Like, obviously, points-wise, but he's entertaining, too. He's really funny. And he shares many of my best qualities, like being clever and brilliant and funny and iconic and in charge of the competition. So I luckily didn't get anything spoiled for this finale. Although I have been listening to the Taskmaster podcasts, and I saw the title for the next People's Podcast, which is What Sophie Did, which means Sophie's going to do something this episode. Something. A thing. That, like, not a person, place, is a thing. It's, what is it? Well, we will find out shortly. I know episode 10, the finale, it always has something amazing going on in it, so I just can't wait. Okay? So let's go in and find out what that amazing thing is. This is Taskmaster Series 17, Episode 10, as judged by Master Sewer Emperor Dittman Rat, or in this case, the Task Rat. Okay, let's see. Is there anything we haven't seen yet? Seen Quite Windy Steve. Seen Wrong Way.
How you doing, baby? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm excited. I've been on this series forever. I know I keep complaining about it, how long it's taking, but I'm excited to finish this.
We're ending on something that could really make a difference to the world, because you've asked them to bring in the thing that gives the most hope for the future of the human race.
Pretty much
Right then.
anything involving me would spell doom for the human race. So as long as it's not...
One day, right, you'll be able to assess a body part using your phones and stuff, right?
Right.
We'll be able to have a full medical demo.
Right.
And I thought that would be great.
Yeah.
And I thought,
I mean, this was
especially for
recorded
you,
like a
because of
year
your
ago.
Life choices and everything that you get.
I'm carrying a couple of pounds.
Yes.
Okay, hang on. Am I going to grade this exactly on what grade? I'm not a teacher. Why do I say grade all the time? Am I going to score this on exactly what the prize task says on giving hope for the human race? Or am I going to do the evil rat version, which is do the opposite? I don't normally, actually change the rules, but sometimes, like the prize tasks, the thing that Greg would like the most, like the old bit of crap that Greg would like the most, or another one of those things, it just doesn't make sense if it's me. So I am thinking I would never give that prize out, or maybe I would, just to figure out what people think, and then I can get rid of those things while I'm taking over the world, or before I'm taking over the world. Before, during, etc. Anyway, right now I think I'm going to go that option. That being the thing that gives you the least hope for humankind, or makes you think humankind is doomed. So, well done, Sophie. Well done, Sophie, with the AI. And you know, there's some good things AI is doing, but I am not going to get into that right now. Okay, let's keep going.
Sophie, can I show Greg what we've actually brought in?
Oh, yes, this is to remind you that there is hope on the way.
Right.
Thank you.
A little robot.
I think you're right that AI could save us. Nick.
So what I have
Okay.
brought is the concept of...
The concept again.
Because I think that nothing should give more hope to the human race, that no matter how much you might sort of screw up in life or on this show. Well, to that end, I have made
What
a
are you doing,
prediction
Nick?
Oh,
of my final score on this show.
that's quite exciting.
So I have genuinely, inside there,
Yes.
okay, I have written my final score of the whole series.
Right.
I'll sign
When
it
did you write it?
on here. And then, if you just want to pop that under there.
I'll pop it
and,
under there. I will.
And the proof will be at the end, but yeah, fate.
I feel like I'm totally under his power. Good. John.
The world's in a pretty scary place. I think we'd all agree that perhaps those in power don't represent us.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I can see only one
Ye-
solution.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
is Kathy Burke. And I just think if we were somehow able to put Kathy Burke in charge of everything and or clone her with permission, then it would mean an end to war, inequality, poverty. I just think she's got a lot of answers.
I mean, that is a lot of responsibility to put on the shoulders of the woman. Joanne.
Yeah.
Hello.
I really thought about this, and the future of the human race, as much as I love men, they are a big problem. all the big hitters, all the big dictators, all men. We've got some cucumber eye sheets. We've got a couple of cheapo scented candles from Primark. Slippers, a onesie, because
She's selling it well, but
we like to relax.
she's supposed to be selling it to me.
Things would be a lot more chilled.
Sort of
I'm
makes
expecting
sense.
something
Steve, what have you brought us?
crazy from
I've brought
Steve.
something tonight that I don't think anyone's ever brought into Taskmaster before,
Okay.
and it's this.
Here it is.
Nothing.
Oh, God, you're going to make me have an existential crisis, aren't you?
This is a statement, nothing. If you think about all the dreadful things we've been through recently, sorry, artificial intelligence, Brexit, cancel culture, and yet.
He's doing the Tony Blair thumb point.
If there is a child watching this tonight who looks up from their TikTok or their memes just because of what I've just said and thinks, why is the nice old vicar man saying the world's going to end? I've got to do something about that. And they tell a friend, and their friend tells a friend. Suddenly you've got the start
That's
of
a bit-
movement just because I chose to bring in...
That's a
to
bit
Taskmaster.
much.
And if you can support me...
I was really hoping there was going to be like a really good prize this time, and admittedly, I made it harder by changing the entire thing that they're going for. But let's score these. I can't even get this close enough to me. So yeah. So the thing that causes the least hope or causes the most doom to the human race has got to be AI. Overpowered AI. So either the AI that becomes way too intelligent and takes control over things, or just the corporate side of AI, which isn't really the evil I typically go for, but I mean, either way, it's working towards ending everyone, ending everything. Okay, and then I don't know, fate next, because I think it's a dumb concept. Well, I think I'm fated to rule everything, but that's because I'm working hard. But I think it can send people off the right track, so maybe I'll give him 4. That might be too generous, considering he nearly brought in nothing. Nearly. But I'm probably going to give him either a point or a negative point in obfuscation. So we'll see how that goes once we finally know the result of his prediction. I think I'm going to score Steve at 3, because I'm going to interpret it as there is that if you do nothing, if you bring nothing, if you show up with nothing, then yeah, there's I'm just going to barge right in and take control over everything. There's no one to stop me. All right, so I'm going to interpret that as not setting up defenses. And with that, he gets 3 points, I guess. And then 2 to Joanne. And Kathy Burke. I think that's the name. I only heard it 3 minutes ago, and I already am not quite sure. Maybe I heard it wrong. I think Kathy Burke, whoever she is, seems like a pretty kind person. And you said wise, insightful, something else. And yeah, that kind of person does not belong in my evil empire. So yeah, we're off to a really evil start today. I just had an interesting thought. Sometimes the showrunners have to figure out stuff like what order are we going to put these prize tasks in. And this one's a little weird because it definitely seems like it should be a final one. But there's like other things like Series 4 bringing the most money that feel like, yeah, that should definitely be the final episode. And yeah, this prize task feels like that. But there's also stuff like a certain Mohawk where they specifically, I heard on the podcast that they specifically changed that to be episode 10 so that someone could sport a Mohawk. But here, it's kind of weird because it feels like Nick and Steve both have something that only works on the final episode. Well, more so for Nick, where it only works on the final because he's giving the final score. But Steve's like, the whole presentation and everything feels like it should be like that. Anyway, but I think that's just a happy coincidence. I think that's all it is. I just wanted to point it out. Okay, let's watch more Taskmaster. There have been so many prize tasks that have been really, really hard to judge. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, we haven't.
Oh, God.
Right. All right.
Yeah, I'm all right.
John.
He's fine.
This guy.
Jeez.
No.
Oh, God. Find and complete the real task.
Each task has a 1% chance of being the real task.
Fastest wins. Your time started when you opened your first task.
Should we crack on?
Let's have a look.
Okay.
I think you could also do it pretty quick, but I would look for that arrow and look for other
There's no
stuff.
point me just pulling all these off. Sure, there's not.
Find and complete the real task. No, find and complete the real task. Oh.
What is the real task going to be? Wrong way.
Better way of doing this. I know I'm missing something. I'm missing a trick somewhere.
Right, think, Sophie. Clue.
SED.
Ah.
Will you hold them?
Oh, thank you. Nice to be involved.
Make yourself useful. Is there nothing in the shed for this?
This is the real task. Just about looking, isn't it? Yeah, peg all the tasks onto the wall. Oh, this is like some sort of lesson, isn't it? It's the moral is to, don't rush in, be less reactive as a person, and you won't have to clean up your own mess afterwards.
1%. I wanted to think outside the box. I feel like I'm very much in the box. Peg all the tasks to the washing line. This is like Guantanamo Bay. Oh my God, Alex, you can help me with this now. Okay, so this is going one pack. What time are we at now?
Oh, you've had quite a while now.
Oh my God!
She's doing a good job at this point. Pegging them all.
Now.
I've stopped the clock.
John and Steve. No. Oh, okay.
Each task has a 1% chance, but the H of chance is underlined.
Some of the letters are underlined, Alex. It spells out H-E-D-S. What does that mean?
A, B, C, D, E. In case that's the thing. Find and complete the rip. No, it's not that, is it?
Is that an
That
arrow?
would be cool, though.
H-E-D-S. Shed.
Is that an arrow, Alex? It's an arrow!
Shed. Shed. Go with the shed.
Okay.
This is a real task. Peg all the tasks to the washing line. Okay.
Are all of them
you
on the
suck
washing
it.
line? There's
I didn't
that
take any
pole.
off, did I? I took
Does
two
that
off.
count as the washing line?
Is that good?
Yeah.
I guess the pole doesn't matter, but if anyone did take it off, I would have given them like a bonus point.
They were, I think, out of the three, it's unsurprising, the slowest was Nick. 1 minute 50 for you, Nick.
Okay.
The others, John, 1 minute 16, Steve, 49.8 seconds.
Okay, so we can put those numbers in. Steve gets 5. John gets 4. Nick gets 3. Sophie gets 2. And Joanne gets 1. Anyway, there were a couple things I was going to say, and then often when I'm watching, I start a sentence and then wait to complete it. But I still think that if you're athletic and agile, opening them up real quick, you could do that fairly quickly. The problem is the second half of the task specifically counters that. So, yeah, that sucks. And then I can't remember if I said this. I think this was another where I started saying it and didn't finish. But yeah, it wasn't a great arrow. It was partly 2D and partly 1D. Like, you could make it this and then an arrowhead, but he did that and a triangle. It should be a rectangle and a triangle. Anyway, it wasn't a great arrow, but it was an arrow. So, yeah, the last thing is, I don't know, it's not amazing. It's not an amazing task, so I'm wondering where the brilliance is going to come this episode. I didn't dislike it. Anyway, just keep going.
All three were very pleased with themselves.
Oh, don't.
Sophie,
Yeah,
you're safe.
great.
Oh, hello.
The rest of you, watch this. Remember, you did have to peg all the tasks to the washing line.
See you later. Do you want me to pick that up?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
Goodbye, Nick.
See you later.
Joanne and Nick, you did not complete the task.
I don't think that's going to make a difference to my score.
No. Which means Nick and Joanne both don't get any points. 3 points to Sophie, 4 to John, and 5 to Steve Pemberton.
Okay. Well, that did make it a little bit more entertaining, and I need to adjust scores.
Scoreboard, please.
Yes, in the lead with 9, it's Steve Pemberton.
What's next for this big fancy final?
Okay, well, this task is all anyone ever wants, really. A hug
Also, what
with
was
an old friend.
Nick doing at the end? More letters. Zagwing photograph.
You like these big
Lieutenant
Lawrence of Arabia
something.
opening approach shots, don't you?
It's not QWERTY, it's not a keyboard layout, and it's not in alphabetical order. But there are also repeats of some letters because there's 2G. I should read the task. Hug your special friend.
Hug your special friend.
Does that have to give you a hug?
We are colleagues.
Oh, right, okay.
Every time you touch a letter, you must turn it over and 1 minute will be added to your time.
Fastest wins. Your time starts now.
It is on the vague side, Alex.
Special friend's quite a creepy thing to say.
Well, I guess I'm going to start turning over letters.
Sure.
All right. I'm going to go
Yeah, I
J,
can't think of
that's
anything
my,
to do besides
Well, all right, that, okay.
Turnover
Biscuit, Sid.
letters.
Biscuit?
You hungry?
Nope.
Really?
Hug, you're spell. Oh, do I have to spell out hug? No, I'd spell out your name. Is it Alex?
That is my name.
I would like to try this task, but it's very difficult to try
I've got
it.
to follow this in some direction from here, I would say. So I reckon if I go in a
From
circle
watching.
at the end of this string, I'm going to find a special friend. Ow!
Is it
I'm
tied
in
to
quite
something
a lot of pain,
already?
Alex.
Would you like a biscuit?
Wouldn't mind some gloves, or just at least an eye on health and safety.
Is it Mr. Blobby?
250 degrees west. That's 250 degrees west.
Is it?
Yeah. Unless your compass is wrong.
Which way's north, John?
Nah.
I've stopped the clock.
I remember him.
He's your special friend.
Oh, hello. I've done it, Alex.
Wait,
Stop the
oh.
clock, John.
That was incredibly frustrating.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Thanks, Joanne.
No worries, thank you.
Is it one of the horses?
I don't know what you do in your own time.
Right, well, I would love to spell out the phrase, hug your special friend, but scanning the letters, I'm not seeing the letter Y. I'm gonna just start with an H. Is this a time thing?
Fastest wins.
Fastest wins, okay.
And 1 minute per letter turned over.
1 minute is...
Per letter turned over.
Oh. 250 degrees west.
I'm guessing I'm going to have to eventually turn all of these over, so why am I messing around? Oh, some wool.
All right, what's the task? Every time it turns place, you must turn it over and 1 minute will be added to your time.
Yeah, you've spent 48 minutes so far.
Oh, and fastest wins. Hello, over.
Maybe...
Why do they have the grid
Is this an arrow? The mannequin
tilt?
is pointing up this way. Oh, there's something colourful. Oh.
Aha.
That's not
Like one of
colorful.
my characters from League of Gentlemen. Oh!
Every time you touch a letter, you must turn it over. And 1 minute will be added to your time. But I don't want to touch a letter then. Fastest wins. Is it a tree hugging exercise? Is it that sort of thing? The problem is you've got crew hiding in bushes, haven't you? It's quite daunting. Hello? Hello?
Right, unlucky to go the opposite way, but
Am I in for that tree over there? Oh! Oh, I see. Oh, I thought it was going to be
Wolfie!
a girlfriend or something.
It's your old friend Wolfie.
Wolfie.
I've stopped the clock.
Well, Sophie found it quickest in 4 minutes 44. Ooh, 5 sweet points. Exactly, yeah. Joanne, 11 minutes 20 with your punishments. 4 sweet points. 4 sweet points. John, you turned over 10, which means you had a total of 21 minutes 20. Oh, the 3 sweet points. And then the guys who turned over 45 cards. Steve, your total time was 52 minutes 37. Nick, 56 minutes 25. 2 points to Steve, 1 point to Nick Mohammed.
There it is. Just under an hour. Wow, this is my worst round yet.
what? So did Nick predict he was going to do this badly? We will find out
Hello, Sophie.
at the end.
Hello, Nick. Hello, Steve.
Hello. I keep forgetting that you're here.
Present the best new short form shiny floor American game show.
Alex will be the contestant. One of you must be his rival, and someone must
American
win.
The
game show.
game show Greg most wants to see commissioned wins. Also, there is a bonus point for best new game show catchphrase.
You have a maximum of 30 minutes. Your time starts now.
Can you play the keyboard?
No, but I can do.
I imagine Greg would want to see something quite violent.
Yeah.
So our opening thing is, it goes do 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 do.
I don't know if I'm gonna like this.
Do 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 do. Take to the stage.
Oh, I love it. Oh, that's great.
Feel the.
Do you love it, John?
rage, the
Maybe you
Mage,
do.
mage, cage,
The wage.
phage, phage.
Right, what about something like ESP or something? Like, it's just people who, like, you know, might sit in front of, like one of those things that just drop lots of ping pong balls and they have to try and get it into a certain shape using their mind.
Right.
It's either that or coming on with your stuff.
I keep coming back to this, but I think Greg would love that.
We know there'll be a keyboard involved. It's the team of 3.
Take to the stage to guess the age, to win the wage.
Hey everyone, I'm Chad Whopper, and tonight we're asking the question, how close to death are you? Contestant number 1, what's your name?
My name is Lucia DeLacy.
My name's Alex Horne. I'm 25 as well, and I'm also from Dublin.
Our guest this evening is sitting right here. What's your name, madam?
My name is Champagne Bonanza.
Champagne Bonanza! Our contestants must lower the goggles as the mind boggles.
Boggles.
Very good. Lucia, what's your first question to Champagne?
Champagne, would you remove your teeth for me, please?
No.
No. Alex!
Do you enjoy the music of Lil Wayne or Lil Nas or that sort of thing?
Oh, yeah.
That's a yeah. You've guessed how old. Are you hot or cold?
You guess how old? Are you hot or cold?
Lucia, what's your age?
My guess is that Champagne is a fizzy 29.
A fizzy 29. Alex
Fizzy
Horne.
29.
I think Champagne is a sparkly 25.
I'm 39.
39! We have a winner! Lucia DeLacy, you walk away with Champagne's wage.
Thank you.
Guess the age to win the wage. Take to the stage. Guess the age to win the wage. Take to the stage.
Okay, I'll have to read all of those later. I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to.
Yeah, it's good.
Isn't it?
Welcome back to Who Do You Think You Are? I'm joined here with Steve and Alex. It is time, guys, to trade turds.
Not in a big shit in the box.
And you have 30 seconds to go through your poos before we get the scoop on the poop. 30 seconds. Got chopsticks there. You don't have to eat it.
Don't have to.
You don't have to.
Hey, this guy's got an unfair advantage, being that he's a chef and all.
Well, I don't make the rules. I'm just the host. And that is time up.
Grape.
Correct.
Coffee.
Correct.
Maltesers.
Correct.
Caramel ice cream.
Dang it!
I'll give you honey.
Chocolate sauce.
No,
Will you give me honey?
I'll give you honey. Okay, I think that is some time up on that. We have a winner, and his name is Alex. So, Alex, your chance to win this delicious celebrity poop.
Okay.
3 guesses to guess whose poop this is.
My first guess is Gwen Stefani.
No,
No?
but I get it. I get the reference, and I love it.
Hints of many, many children.
A ghostly presence.
Exactly. Half a, not a full more, a demi more.
Demi Moore is the correct answer. Thank you so much. I can't believe you got it. Congratulations. You got to take that home. You got to have. You got to.
I thought
keep
it might be
this.
Alex Horne.
You got to keep everything. So congratulations to Alex. Thank you so much, Alex. You're a great contestant. Commiserations to Steve. Don't know why he's still here. And I'll see you next week on Who Do You Think You Are?
Why are you not
Wow.
like that? Steve's going, see?
You're going to eat your words?
I'm not.
It's actually a lot better than I remember, to be fair.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. I was not expecting this. This is going to be tricky because I got to think about obfuscation too at this point. The team of 3's thing way more than I want to see the team of 2's thing. And I know I live in a sewer, but that's more for the aesthetic, okay? So I'm not specifically into that kind of thing. But it did turn out better than I thought. So I'm going to give it 4-1. So I'm not going to give them 0 because they did do something, and Real quick, I always make it so the two numbers add up to either 5 or 6. And I was prepared to do 5 to 1 to make the biggest difference, or 5 to 0 actually. But I'll shrink it down to just a 3-point difference, 4 to 1. Now we're at the Obfuscation Round, the last one of the series. And they're going to get some bonus points. Somebody's going to get bonus points for the catchphrase, and I didn't care for most of those catchphrases. I think it's hard to make a good one, and I'm going to ignore it. But I do need to give a bonus point for the title. And I think I'm actually going to give it to Steve for nothing. Because that was sort of inspired. And I don't have anything better. I've had a couple random things I kind of liked, but I think nothing is a good title. So 1 point to him. And then a little later on, Nick may get... Oh, okay, let's figure out the rules for this. If Nick guesses his score exactly... Yeah, I know how to do this. No, that might be a little bit too that might be a little bit too lenient. I was going to give him 4 points because I have 4 points left to give. 4 points if he gets it exactly right, and then subtract 1 for each one he's off. But that's a little too much. I'll give him 3 points if he's exactly on target, and then 1 away, going all the way down to -3 if he's really, really off. But, if he's 6 off or more, rather. But, I think that's fair. So within 3, if he's within 3, he breaks even. Sound good? I don't care what you think. You're not here. I can't hear you anyway, but maybe it sounds good to you. It sounds good to me. And it's time for the live task. Well, it's time to hear their scores. Almost done. Series 18 finale. Come on. Almost done.
The smart Steve Pemberton.
Guess the 5 ingredients of the stool of your neighbour.
Before he said the word stool, I was going, oh, this is really similar to...
behind the wall for 20 seconds. On Greg's command, you must then pop up from behind the wall. If Greg correctly predicts where you will pop up, you will be eliminated. Last player correctly predicted wins. If there is a tie in the final, the round is replayed.
Stop scuffling! Okay, so Greg, where do you think Joanne McNally is?
McNally.
I'm so large, if I went to either end, I'd be
Where do you think John Robbins has gone?
John Robbins
in danger of being seen out the side. So I'd have to be in one of the middle ones.
Nick Mohammed.
This task is fat
So he's
phobic.
in 4.
3 in there with John Robbins.
Okay, so they don't have to be in the same
Right
one.
then. Let's go down the line. Please pop up Joanne McNally. She survived. She's had a lovely time down there. Okay, please pop up John Robbins. Oh, he's also survived.
He lives.
And Steve Pemberton, pop up.
Yes. My instinct was right, though.
Only 3 left.
Greg, I'm going to stay in 5.
Okay, mate.
Round 2. Graceful. No, well, he can't have, because it's like a couple of metres, isn't it?
Okay, John's in 3, Sophie's in 1, being smug enough to go all the way over to 1, so I'm going to say that.
With Sophie.
If he comes up in 5, I'm going to windmill into the audience with rage.
John gonna win this episode too.
John Robbins is.
Yes.
Oh, what? How is he doing
Has
this?
Nick played you? Nick Mohammed?
Okay, I'm gonna be giving them 1, 2, and 3 based on... No. I'm gonna give them 0, 1, and 2 based on how many rounds they survived. And it's tricky with Nick, because he might have survived even more rounds if they kept going. But, yeah, so 2 to him, and then 1 to 2 people, 0 to 2 people. Sophie and John, 1. Steve and Joanne, 0. I'm gonna keep watching long enough to find out what Nick's prediction was, and then we'll get to the final scores and the final scores. We'll get to both of those. Okay.
Joint second, 4 points each.
Lovely.
Nick Mohammed, the full 5 points.
Yes.
Still rock bottom of the episode with a meagre 11 points.
11.
Episode. She's on 21. She's won the episode!
Sophie wins. Alrighty.
Please go up and hold up your hope for humanity.
So everyone won an episode in Greg's UK version. We're not gonna see it yet. Yeah, you know what? We'll just save the best for last. I usually give my scores before Greg's, but we'll do it the other way around. My scores are settled apart from Nick. Okay, let's go.
In last place, and he's been there for a while now. It's a man who's written something in an envelope. It's you, Nick.
Okay.
But you might win 300 quid.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm here.
Can you show them the seal?
Behold the seal.
In last place, it's Nick Mohammed with 131 points.
Yeah.
131!
He gets 3 points.
Well done, Nick.
And
Big one
$300.
coming your way in instalments.
Pound.
The owner of this beautiful gilded trophy is John Robin!
192, 21 points ahead. With a head that could be a crown. Could be a much better crown, but it's just a head that he has to find somewhere to put. I put this here. Well, actually, I don't always wear it, so sometimes I do have to find a place for it. Wow! But now the moment that you have all been waiting for. Nick's magic trick was just that, a magic trick, not a real prediction. But I mean, he should still get points for his magic because I don't think he's really shown his magic very well this series. I mean, maybe a couple times, but yeah, so he got 3 extra points, and that pulled him out of last place for the episode, not for the series. But the winner of this episode, was it Steve? He was doing pretty well. No, it's not Steve. Again, it's Sophie. Wow. So yeah, this is why I'm interested to do the stats video on how Steve managed to not win a single episode of Wretch or Master. I still need to figure out the best name for this. I just say it's Taskmaster with me, Dittman the Task Rat. But so that's interesting. Sophie's the winner. But what about the series scores? Last place, it's still Nick. 123 points, though. That's a big 1, 2, 3. Great job. And then, 4th place, not Sophie anymore. It's Steve now. They were tied halfway through this episode. Steve's been ahead of Sophie the whole time, but she rocketed past him in the last couple tasks. So, 4th place, 139, is Steve. 3 points ahead. 142 was Sophie. Now we're up to the big guns. They had a 21-point difference. Joanne and John. Here, they've got a 20-point difference, so yeah, 154. And then John Robbins, 174 points. You win not this. You win nothing, really, except my admiration, sort of. Yeah, you're pretty cool. I said that earlier in the episode. You're pretty good, and I like you. I think you share some of my qualities. Yeah, I think those were the exact words I used, basically. So, no more Series 17. Unless you want me to do that outtakes reaction, or the top tasks, the top reactions to tasks, or if you want to see the stats. But I'm going to go straight to 18 instead and do whatever videos I'm doing for those. I've got an idea. I'll solidify that idea later. I've got concepts of a idea. I think that's right. Sure, yeah. It's the end of the series, so I really enjoyed it. I did. I complain all the time because that's me. And I say I complain all the time because is that also me? I don't know yet. There's a few tropes I've noticed that I talk about over and over, and I need to find other topics sometimes. But anyway, yes, I really liked even this one with the arrow task, which wasn't great, and then a couple other tasks which I didn't love. I didn't really love this episode, but it was still Taskmaster, and Taskmaster is always good. It's got a base level that it's always going to be at least this funny. So yeah, I am a bit disappointed in the finale, and specifically, there's a lot of stuff in that team task that I'm not going to be able to show on YouTube because I try to keep this below a certain level of adult topics. I mean, that wasn't even really adult, but I'm not really into toilet humor. I'm into toilets sometimes. I swim in toilets sometimes, but again, for the aesthetic. So, what have we learned this series? I'm waiting for you to tell me. Type it in. I didn't learn anything. I already knew everything. Mostly. But yeah, the big idea is I'll have to slow down with videos. And I don't normally tell you to push all the buttons and stuff to do the thumbs up and thumbs down stuff or other buttons and stuff. But hey, since this is my final reaction video in a while, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll tell you all to do that. Because I deserve it. You see this? I didn't get this for nothing. I'm important. All right? Now give me buttons, presses and stuff. So, yeah, even earlier, halfway through the series, I was specifically getting a whole lot of like bombing somehow. So I would actually appreciate anybody working to counteract that. I got on a bit of a tangent there, but anyway, so what did you like about these videos? Did you like my reactions? Because I'm thinking it's weird because I'm kind of a cartoon character, but I'm a cartoon character in the material world, which means my reactions aren't actually as cartoonish in some ways. Like, well, specifically me, I don't laugh very much, and this is a comedy show. Like, I'm sure a lot of you have seen other Taskmaster reactors, or just other reactions, where there's a much bigger response from the creator to certain things happening. I'm going to give you an example. Ready? Let's see an example of Adam from WFCI, who is quickly making his way through the series. Just a few weeks ago, he got to do this. He got to experience this.
Oh, it's too much!
So, yeah, I'm not quite that bombastic. So it's kind of an interesting thing. But maybe my big movements and maybe my more mascot-y approach is cool. Maybe? Okay, that's what I'm saying. You guys tell me what you like. Before I go, let's wrap up. Yes, I want to know what you think, because another thing I was thinking is I'm excited for next series, and I'm curious if I'm going to score it any differently, because I'm going to be able to see better. I haven't decided how yet. Either I'm going to be a human... either I'm going to be a human while I score, or I'm just going to go, like, really close to the screen while I'm scoring. I think I'll do that. So I think I'll do this exactly, and no, actually, this won't help at all because this is the camera, not the screen. But yeah, so that'll be fun. And last thing, I wrote a note. Do you like this stuff? Again, this is like I already said, tell me, but do you like this stuff? If you want me to make more and do it more often, those comments are gonna mean a lot. And also, if you like going to curious websites where you can type in strings of 16-digit numbers and then lose a small portion of your bank account. If you like those sorts of things, then you can go to ratreon.com/ratofalltrades, and that would definitely show me that people are looking for more of this too. But I've really gone down the rodent hole into this content creation stuff now. Or at least I'm talking like a content creator. So let's cut it out. That is the end of Series 17. And I'm exhausted. Yeah. Okay, you're about to see another Foghorn outro, which is going to be way more energetic than this. Bye!
Look around, son. That ain't a melon anymore. That's a Jackson Pollock painting.